guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake Holm, and you know what day it is? Review Wednesday, where we review the most pop-in developments in television and cinema. Today, I'll be reviewing the latest, the greatest, the took 6 months to make this, Daniel the Movie. Developed by Chad and the Gang Studios and St. Simon Team. For those of you who don't know, this is a film adaptation of the biblical story of the prophet Daniel. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's dive into review. First and foremost, I do have to acknowledge the diligent efforts of Chad and Gang Studios and team on this fine piece of art. In a recent interview, the chief editor came out and spoke about the frequent trauma he regularly experiences as a result of his time working on the film. So, yeah, huge props to him, as well as the rest of the cast and crew. Although the film did undergo a painstaking 6 months process of revision, editing, special effects, and nearly losing the movie to the digital abyss, I personally appreciate the extended runtime of the film. This movie lasts for a total of 30 minutes, which is a whopping 1.5 times the length of the Joseph movie, which is another popular film by Chad and the Gang. So, yeah, pretty nice runtime for the second installment. With that out of the way, my first criticism of the film is the abundance of what we on this channel call camera stares, aka actors who will periodically break the fourth wall by either side-eyeing the camera or straight up giving it the 1,000-yard stare. I've created a brief compilation of some of these stares that rattled me the most. So, yeah, let's take a look at some of these cringe moments. So, yeah. Seeing as an incredibly hyped movie guru such as myself had especially high expectations for the film, the acting professionalism was unappetizing, to say the least. Despite these flawed scenes, however, there were a few key parts of the film that really impressed me, and I want to highlight those moments that shaped this movie the most. So, yeah. Alright guys, coming in at number 5, we got Cole Jabbar's performance in the kingly interview scene at about 7 minutes 36 seconds. This scene really tickled my eardrums and really made me feel the passion of King Nebuchadnezzar's humbling experience. So, yeah, let's check that clip out now.
And now, a message from your king.
And we're live.
We're live already? Hello, my fellow Babylonians. I have some things to tell you. First, you may have noticed that I am now clean-shaven. My beard is gone. Goner than that idol I used to have. Also, there are some certain allegations that I prefer to go by Knezer, Nebi, or Chad. These are all lies. Do not listen to them. I will only be referred to as Your Highness, Sire, Nebuchadnezzar, or the Purple Destroyer! Right on. Next up, coming in at number 4, we got none other than the Let Him Cook scene, in which we see a rather unique portrayal of Daniel baking cakes for what I'm led to believe was meant to be a dragon? This scene had an absolutely tubular editing scheme, resembling the infamous Gangsta's Paradise scene from the Joseph movie. So, yeah, without further ado.
Let him cook! Let him cook now! Let him cook! I said let him cook!
Wow, a scene as fire as that really makes you want to stop, drop, and roll, if you're catching my drift. We are now entering the J. Cole Blast Radius. Prepare to have your socks knocked off, and get ready for my top 3 picks! Incoming at numero tres is the ascribed jump scare of the movie, Sam Reister's glorious presentation as the idol of Bel.
Oh, Daniel, are the doors to the Temple of Bel still locked?
Yes, Your Highness, they are.
So, yeah. Coming in close at number 2 is a comment made by a lowly peasant that brought an entire segment together. This, of course, is servant number 2's delivery of the budget cuts pun.
Golden Idol. Why is it so small?
Sorry, sire. We had to make budget cuts for the production.
Yeah.
What a great scene. Now, here's objectively the best clip of the entire Daniel movie, a scene which brought laughs to the audience and proportionally more tears to the editor. This is, of course, the Darius Conscience scene.
I am Darius's conscience, the less hairiest Darius. These men seek the death of this young man, but I don't know if there's anything I can do to prevent the death of Daniel.
Dope! Now, let's talk about my comments and criticisms for the film. First is an interesting fact regarding an onset injury. Check out this scene. Notice anything strange?
Alright, let's have these elders separated. First, let me talk to you.
This way.
I actually heard that in between these scenes is a director's cut found only in the special edition, where Gabe Gerson, playing Elder Number 2, is attacked by a nearby turtle, which is why he comes back into frame with a limp. One question I've got to ask is, why are there so many people in the background? Are these Babylonian pedestrians? I thought this movie was about Daniel the Prophet, not the side character Nimrod the Shoeshiner. All I'm saying is what made the film great in camera quality was utterly deteriorated by randos playing grab butt in the background. Even Daniel, the main character, couldn't escape the siren's call to lurk in the shadows of the LAC Family Center. And if that wasn't bad enough, what on earth is happening with the prominence of scripts sitting all around the sets? Don't try to tell me they're Easter eggs. Even Stevie Wonder could see that King Darius is clearly signing a script here, not an ordinance. And no, I'm still not done. In a recently released limited access bloopers cut, I saw actor Anna Burton mess up multiple lines. How? How does the narrator mess up this bad when she had the script a foot in front of her face for the entire 30 minutes of screen time? An interesting fact is that actor Jack Jabbar was charged with a criminal damage and defacement of property misdemeanor after he ragefully punched holes in 4 of The Rock's beanbag chairs. Fellow actors claim that this lash out was, quote, a result of his profound stress throughout the entire production process, catalyzed by his lack of preparation before filming. I want to give quick recognition to an actor I was particularly ecstatic to hear was starring in this film, Nadia Grierson. Nadia has gained renown ever since her starring in Chad and the Gang's High School Musical Rules video. Given her casting of heart-wrenching character roles like Hananiah and Susanna, she brought a Shakespearean level of drama that left the audience, well, shaken? She also received an Oscar for her role as the hand writing on the wall. Actor Benjamin Walnes, known more commonly by his rapper alias Benny Dub, has apparently become the Stan Lee of the Chad and the Gang studios. While lacking a legitimate role in this film, his cameo as the Archangel Gabriel excited many of the OG team members. Being an avid fan of Chad and the Gang Studios, I thought I'd share this clip I found of my initial reaction to his cameo in the watch party livestream of the movie.
And helping me to interpret those visions. Shout out to my boy Gabe. You're the best dog.
No problem. Get real for the boys.
Is that... That's Betty Tubbs! That's Betty... I'm freaking out right now. No way they put this cameo in. That's freaking Betty Tubbs! Is it not? In the flesh, Betty Tubbs! A cameo!
I'd like to point out that in the Chad and the Gang multiverse, Daniel is not a sequel to the Joseph movie. The lore consists strictly of events occurring within the same timeline of Salvation history, just at two distinct points. So, yeah. Anyway, the reason I say that is because, I don't know if you guys have heard, but recent information has been leaked regarding Chad and the Gang's next film. Discussion occurred, but quickly shut down the production of David the Movie, which would have centered on the life of King David. In an ironic casting, Samuel Reeser was speculated to play King David, David Reeser was suggested to play Nathan the Prophet, and Nathan Reeser was recommended to play Samuel the Prophet. All I'm saying is that I feel like a much simpler casting possibility could have existed, but inevitably the movie idea was scrapped because Daniel the Movie had enough kings for about 300 movies. So it was determined that the next film definitely did not need to be king-based. On a much realer note, a more interesting suggestion occurred in a studio press conference in which plans for Tobit the Movie were dropped. Now this I could get behind. A righteous father blighted by blindness in Assyria, a lover boy Romeo sent to collect some dough, a lonely daughter with a track record of dead husbands, a wingman / fish-focused archangel in disguise, heck to the yeah, I totally want to watch that. Also, actor Gabe Grierson has been rumored to be playing Street Thug number 4 in this movie, so yeah, just another reason to hope it's in the making. And with that being said, that concludes my review of Daniel the Movie. The movie, though having some unique aspects, is relatively on par with my expectations. It's filled with theology, action, and more impromptu lines than I've seen in my 14 years as a high school drama director. The movie is a fun watch for the entire family. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to smash that like button, and also, if you're really feeling it, hit that subscribe button and tap that bell to turn on notifications to get my next review. J. Cole out.